everybody, Glenn here. I've got a quick unboxing for you today. Today I'm going to look at this month's Comic of the Month at comicofthemonth.club. Comic of the Month has a couple different subscriptions. I'm getting the Classic Edition, which is basically about 9 comics ranging from modern age, silver age, depending on preferences. You know, you can pick if you prefer Marvel, DC, some of the other publishers. So it's kind of a custom box in that they tailor the box based on your preferences. So no two people get the same box. So about 9 comics in here. They have a couple of different subscriptions based on how much you want to spend and how many collector type comics, rares, things like that you're trying to get. So this is what I call the basic box, the classic box. This is my 3rd month of getting Comic of the Month, so let's see what I got this month. They've been changing up their service a little bit. The most obvious thing to begin with is that it comes in an actual box now instead of just a shipping package, so that's kind of cool. They've kind of upgraded that to be a little more graphically pleasing, right? So let's see. Alright, we've got the normal little letter they put on the top. Thank you for your subscription. We've customized the package just for you. Improvements, new packaging. That we noticed right away, right? We've updated and expanded our preferences. You can change your preferences at any time just by emailing them, and then they send you the updated form. It'd be nice if you could just go on their site, log in, and update the form, which is something I tried to do, but I couldn't. The fact that you have to email them and they have to email you back is kind of weird. But next month's improvements, they're going to be offering themes as part of preferences. So you can have themes, you can do like a horror box or a kids box, an obscure box, etc. We haven't finalized our theme ideas yet, so let us know what you want to see. They're always striving for more books, more titles, more publishers, and they're considering offering collectibles outside of comics. And they're also considering doing a box of just all brand new comics. They talked about this last month a little bit too. As a new business, there's a lot to consider. Please feel free to let us know what you think we should consider. So a nice little letter from them. They, this is a new venture, and they're trying to get ideas from people, and it's great to see that they're taking input from people. So I would expect that they are going to do that all new comic box. I think that's going to appeal to a lot of people above and beyond the classic box. So as my phone makes noise, we are going to jump into the comics. And this time they're a little bit different. In the past they've had a brown paper bag, kind of a brown paper cover. This time they're using bubble wrap, so that's cool. It kind of goes along with being in a box instead of a padded envelope type thing, so they're doing a little more on the protection side. I can see just by looking at the front real quick that I got another referral check. What they do is they reward you if you refer other people to the service, and I got a little bit of a bonus last month, and it looks like I got another one this month. Now this is going to be packaging is a little harder to open than that brown paper stuff. You don't want to mess up the comics by cutting it, but the bubble wrap almost kind of requires it. So I'm going to be really delicate here and try to get it open without tearing into the comics. And I also want to kind of preserve the surprise of the comics as well. Boy, this is not easy to get off without tearing things up, so I'm being really delicate here. So an improvement I'd like to see is making it a little bit easier. I like the bubble wrap, and there we go. Nice little bonus for referring a person or two to the company. So that's pretty cool. I'll put a link down there below to use comicofthemonth.club, and if you subscribe to them, if you mention me, Glenn Adams, or the middle-aged kid, that would help me out, because that would help me keep doing reviews of this particular box. Okay, so we've got our comics, and I'm just going to surprise you with them, and it'll surprise me as well as we go. All right, first one. We've got Bloodshot. This is from Valiant. Now, I think I just put Marvel and DC in my preferences, so because I'm not big into the other companies, so I'm gonna kind of email for their form and make sure I update that with my preferences. But this one is Bloodshot number 5 from Valiant, and again, all these books are bagged and boarded and actually look in really good shape. All right, next one, X Factor, one of my favorite books from back in the day. So this is X Factor number 70 from the X books. This is the Muir Island epilogue. Nice 90s comics in my preferences for sure. All right, next, X Factor number 69. So one thing that Comic of the Month likes to do, if you have it set in your preferences this way, you'll get, they try to do sequential comics so you can start to build up a line. So this is from the same Muir Island Saga series. So this is number 69. So I'm kind of going in the opposite direction, but I like that I got the last one of the saga and then the first one of the epilogue. So pretty cool. All right, next. Bam, we've got the Incredible Hulk. One of my favorite heroes. This is the Incredible Hulk number 64. This is direct edition, which means it's the same cover, etc., that you get at the comic book stores. This is the Split Decisions story, number 5 of 6. And then next, there he is again, the Incredible Hulk. This is number 63, so it's the one right before it. Split Decisions, number 4 of 6. Very cool. Next, we've got Green Lantern and Plastic Man. That's interesting. I've never seen this one before. This is a one-shot. This is Green Lantern and Plastic Man, Weapons of Mass Deception. Very huge Plastic Man fan from the back in the day. So Green Lantern and Plastic Man, very cool comic. This is a one-shot. Next, we've got Parallax. This is a DC. Tales of the Sinestro Corps. This is number 1. Parallax, the Fall of Kyle Rayner. This is a huge story. Kyle Rayner becoming Parallax out of the Green Lantern Corps. Very cool. Actually, no, it wasn't even Kyle Rayner. Maybe it was. Anyway, so definitely something to read then, right? So number 1 of that series. Next, Ion. So this is number 1 as well from Tales of the Green Lantern Corps. Ion, A New Beginning. A lot of Green Lantern in this this month's set. Can't complain about that. And lastly, we've got another Green Lantern, Our Worlds at War, Deadly Skies, number 1. So a lot of number 1s. This is the Prelude to War. So a lot of number 1 issues and a lot of Green Lantern in this particular bunch. I love getting the X Factors from the 90s. Nice mix. Nice mix, a lot of Green Lantern. And then the one Valiant, which is fine as well. Alright, so there's the 9 comics. Again, if you're interested in comicofthemonth.club, definitely check out the link below. Tell them I sent you, and you know, I love getting these bunch of comics every month. It's a great deal. Your first month is only about $15, and then every month after that's about $20 with shipping. So that's, you know, pretty good deal for 9 comics or so. And you know, me not being a collector since I was a kid, I don't really have a lot, which means pretty much every issue is one I'm not going to have. So I'm building up already just a nice big chunk of comics to get me kind of into reading again. So very exciting. This is actually one of the subscriptions I really look forward to. Even though I haven't been a huge comic collector for a while, I really look forward to this. Partially, I think, because it's one of the few things that's still a surprise. I don't know what I'm going to get till I see it. And partly because I like the way that they're running their business and making improvements every month. And really taking the collectors and the subscribers' suggestions, incorporating them into their business and into their way they do the box. So hope they keep that up. Great 3 months so far. Really happy. Really worth the price too. I definitely can't recommend it enough. And I'll see you next month for sure with this one. I'm going to keep getting comic of the month for the foreseeable future. I don't see any reason that I wouldn't. But that's about it for now. As always, hit me up with a like and a subscribe. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And then join me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all the other places that I hang out online. I'm going to be starting some Snapchat stuff pretty soon as well. And we've got some giveaways coming up, which are going to include some comics. So stay tuned for those. Until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.